Good morning and good afternoon, depending on wherever you at the time of recording. This is episode 136 of the Restrict Zone podcast, and I'm with a big crew today, a large crew today. Man, Kyrie, introduce yourself to the people out here, man.
What's going on, fellas? Let's get to it, man. We got a good episode coming up. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, man. We need to get them subscribers up. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Let's get the subscribers up. Let's get them all the way up. Greg, introduce yourself to the people out here, man. He's driving.
Yo, it's Greg. Um, I don't know. I feel like I've given y'all so many classics, so I'm just gonna stop it here. Just Greg today. Just Greg today.
Yeah. Mar, introduce yourself to the people, man.
What's up, Colin? Thanks for having me. You already know this is about to be another great episode.
Another great episode, man. I can't wait. Scene, introduce yourself to the people, man.
Yo, I literally just got back downstairs. What's going on, y'all? What's up, Mark,
What's
Greg,
good, man?
Kyrie? What's up,
Yo.
y'all?
Yo.
Ready?
Oh man, see, just put the camera on a little bit. All right, but listen, man, this is straight basketball. We had a football episode yesterday. You guys, it'll be up in the works on YouTube, and it'll be available on all streaming platforms, audio wise too. So definitely be on the lookout. Just like Kyrie said, like, subscribe, and comment. Please be sure to do that so you can be tapped in with every new post episode that comes out. All right, NBA season started, man. We already got some historically bad games from historically supposedly great players. And, you know, a lot of NBA rankings, a lot of stuff been coming out. So NBA season is full swing in action, man. And with that, we got to do our early predictions on who we believe, respectively, might win for these awards sometime down the season. So I'm going to start with Kyrie first because I know Kyrie's been itching to start this one. So listen, we're going to go with the MVP. We're going to start with the main appetizer. Who do you have winning the
Oh,
2024 NBA MVP, man? Who do you got? I got to hear
MVP
this.
first?
MVP first. We got to go to the heavy hitters first, man. We got to get them awake.
I'm gonna say two things before I get my answer. One, I've been hating this question more and more every year because my pick has
Ah.
been Luka Doncic for the past 3 years, and bro hasn't won it for me yet. So I'm like half of me really want to go with him because he put up MVP numbers every year,
He
38 and 8.
does. He does.
But the problem is his team don't show for it. So it's like
I mean, it
I
could change
I
this
don't know.
season. Could change
Then I
this season.
also want to say some. We got to kind of answer this question with a different mindset this year because guys have to play 65 games plus. So that's got to go
Mm.
into our answers when we thinking about rookie of the year, most improved, not just MVP, but all these awards. So we got to think about who's going to play 65 games plus, who's going to be available this year because, like you say, the best ability is availability. The
Of
best
course.
ability is availability. So with this, I put some thought into it, and I could go with the Jokic or Giannis, like just like the like the basic picks, just because like Doncic, they put up MVP numbers every year too, and their teams
Listen,
actually play well.
I got my pick. Y'all
But
being ridiculous.
I think I'm gonna
Who?
go ahead with a risk here, and
Who?
I'm gonna go ahead with my guy Anthony Edwards, bro. I'm gonna go with Ant
Ah.
Edwards. I'm gonna say he goes out and wins himself an MVP this year, and I think this is his year to break out for real, for real. I think it's because one, we already know he's gonna be carrying the hell out of the Timberwolves.
Yo,
Carl Anthony, he what Anthony Edwards is the sole player on that team that makes them a competitor
That's true.
at somewhat a competitor.
That's true.
If he wasn't there, Carl Anthony Towns could have taken that team nowhere. Rudy Gobert could have taken that team nowhere. It's just what it is. And I feel like he kind of understands that, getting a taste of what it's like playing with those guys in the playoffs this season. I can get a sense that he feels that, and he takes kind of more of a role this season. Like, okay, this team really truly goes as far as I take them,
Hmm.
and I think he has a breakout season this year. I think he's going to be close to that 30 point per game mark. I still think he's going to be an elite defender. His percentages I feel like are going to get better. It's going to stay solid, especially his 3 pointer.
Okay.
I don't see a reason why if he doesn't win, at least be in a top five contender for it because he's got the
Okay.
talent, he's got the ability, and I think he's going to put up the numbers to do so. And I think with him leading them and like him being such a game changer, it can push the Timberwolves to being more of a competitive team or being a higher seeded team than what a lot of us could expect them to be, especially since injuries happen and some teams just don't pan out like we think they do. So I
That's
definitely
true.
could see a scenario where he gets the Timberwolves maybe like a fifth spot in the West or something like that, fighting for a fourth. And I think he's just gonna be that guy this year. It hurts because part of me really wants to go with Luca again too. He's gonna put up that 38 and 8, but I still don't feel like now we only seen one game with him so far, but I still don't feel like that team has really found themselves as a whole. And I think it's going to be harder for him, especially dealing with like Kyrie and his like unpredictability to kind of keep that team afloat and to keep them as a top four, top five, like top four team like competing in the West. So I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna cast my vote for Anthony Edwards.
Okay, you got Ant Man. All right, see, listen, man, who's your MVP? Who do you got? If you got to bet on
Well,
it,
I don't want to go with the obvious choice. I don't want to just say Jokic. Jokic the best in the world.
I don't
Gonna
think
play
y'all
like the
can
best
get
in the
it.
world. I wouldn't say my dark horse. I think my two realistic ones would be Jokic and Tatum. 'Cause I feel like they're gonna be at the top of their conference putting up big numbers. But my dark horse would be Shea. Shea's gonna put up the numbers.
Oh,
He put up the numbers last
listen,
year. Shea gonna
that
put
was
up the
my
numbers. If
pick.
OKC is a team that could take that
That was
jump
my
into
pick.
like top four seed, maybe if they really take that big of a
No,
jump and Shea's
I,
putting up Shea numbers,
I don't see a top four,
Shea could
top
win MVP.
six,
I don't see
top
it
You
either,
six.
never
but I'm
know,
saying if
but
they
that's
do
what
it
you
though,
know.
if they do it though, I don't really
Shit,
see it
man.
either. But if they could go to that
You
top
took
six, top four seed and Shea's putting up monster numbers, man, my man Shea in there.
you took my pick. You took my pick. See, I knew I should have chose Greg next. Come on, man. All right, Greg, go ahead, man. It's up to you now. Who's the MVP pick for you? Who's your MVP for 2024
Listen, man, let's think about the last couple of MVPs for a second. All
international?
right, we had Giannis. No, we had Steph back to back MVP. We had Giannis back to back MVP, and then we had Yoke back to back MVP. I think we sleeping on the 76ers so much, especially with this first game that they producing right now. You might be looking at a back to back MVP in
So
Joel
we
Embiid.
so we're
I
doing this,
think
huh?
I think that I
How
think
did I
that
know
they
I'd
could
be hearing this
I think
tonight?
that they could potentially be a
So we're
top
doing
two
this.
seed. I think that they could potentially be a top two seed in the NBA or top 2 to 3 seed in the NBA, and because everybody think they're going to, especially with this whole James Harden thing, and I think the MVP is going to like sustain them through. He going to average a career high in assists. He going to average a career high in points, and he gonna be close, if not surpass his career high in rebounds. And I think he gets to the back-to-back MVP.
That's pretty tough. That's pretty tough. I'm not quite sure on that one. That's
I
pretty
mean,
tough, though, Greg.
I can see it in the sense. I'll just say this real quick. I can see it in the sense because I think he's at least looking at it from the kind of way I'm looking at it with Ant Edwards and the Timberwolves. And B's going to have to carry this year. Like he's not going to have that 20 and 10 triple double from or double double. I'm sorry, from James Harden. It seems like for the near future. So he's going to have to carry. Of course, you got Maxey and stuff like that, but B's going to have to do his thing out there if the Sixers want any type of chance to compete. So I could definitely see an instance with giving those Sixers chance.
I can see it
Uh,
too. I think if Philly comes out hot, they like the number one
but
or
this
two seed,
this
and
the
then all the
question though,
Harden
Greg.
stuff. I think the media gonna be all on them, like, the Sixers don't have Harden, and Embiid's going crazy. He's putting up all these numbers, and they just gonna be like,
But is
give
he
him
going to
MVP
play
because of the
65
narrative. Because
games
that's,
though?
That's the question.
Is
Is
he
he
going to play
playing
No,
60?
though?
I mean, you
exactly.
can't say that about anybody for real.
Because I was gonna say the
Nah,
last time
you
Joel
guys are
Embiid
more
was in a
durable than that.
situation like this, where his co-star was on some BS. All I know is Joel Embiid was first in MVP voting before he got hurt. So I think it's gonna be the exact same situation, but this time he stay healthy. And if he not healthy, it's gonna be something crazy. Like he's gonna finish with like 63 games played.
Okay. All right. Listen, I definitely hope he can get it, but to us Sixers fans, the most important title is the NBA title. So hopefully they get there. Hopefully Joel can lead them there before he eventually leaves us. With that being said, Mar, What's your thoughts, man? Who do you have winning your 2024 MVP, man? Who do you have?
Well, let me just say this. I'm probably the only one that can't see that Embiid thing happening. I can't even I can't even like imagine that shit happening. So like the theory y'all going with, like I hear it, but I
I
don't
can't even
see that
imagine it.
man doing that. I don't see him. Nah, man. But if I had to, I'm leaning towards Jason Tatum, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say, my MVP is gonna be Damian Lillard. I'm gonna take
Really?
Dame for MVP. Yeah,
Why then?
after what Giannis said before the game started,
Oh,
he
yeah.
said he said his Dame's team. And I'm
Damn.
watching the game. Dame had like 17 at the half, so it's definitely his team. It's definitely his team.
Oh man.
And if they're at the top, and Dame's putting up like 28 and like 10, because he got Giannis, so he can get 10 assists.
Yeah,
So he's putting
at
up like
least eight.
28 and
You gotta
10,
be eight.
28 and 8, and they at the top. Uh, you know what I mean? He could put up 30. I'm just saying 28 to be nice. So I'm gonna go
I
with
mean,
Damian Lillard for my MVP.
that's fair. Wait,
He
Kyrie, you
in
about to say
another one
something?
with health too. You gotta watch out for that.
Who?
That's true, but
Dame.
he don't got to do so much. So you know what I mean? I feel like he plays those games because he don't got. It's not like Portland. Like they don't. They need him to play, but they don't need him every night. So whereas like we need you to score 40 tonight. Like he could just do it if he wants to now.
Okay, that's fair. All right. So Dame, Seam chose Shea, Gray as Joel, Kyrie,
Ant
Luca.
Man. It was Ant Man.
I wanted you to say Luca. All right, but let's focus on the next award now, man. We're focusing on the younger generation, man. The young generation, this draft class is really exciting. Plus, we have one that didn't play a year. He'll be joining this draft class. You know, I want to start it off with Seam first. Seam, who do you have winning the Rookie of the Year award? Who do you have? What rookie you thinking
I'm
of?
not gonna name the obvious. I'll let y'all talk about the obvious ones. I want to shout out a rookie that I just really like, and that's Asar Thompson from Detroit. I watched that game versus Miami, and Asar Thompson's already like his defense is insane. He already one of the best defenders in the league. You can already tell
Wow.
this
Wow.
like his defense is crazy. He's quick, athletic, everything. I'm telling you, boy. He's
Him and Cade
Asar Thompson defense is nice,
is
huh?
gonna be a problem. Him and Cade is gonna be. If you
Yeah,
saw Cade
Cade,
play,
what they hold
Cade
starting five
was
defense. They played
Mm-hmm.
amazing.
It was out there cooking.
Kyrie. I know you
Cade
saw
is
Cade
nice.
play.
It was out
Cade,
there.
man,
Yeah, he dropped
Before
like
I
listen.
30,
watched the
right?
game, I'm
That
telling you.
man,
So before I watched the game, I was looking at the box scores to see what game I wanted to watch today, from yesterday. And I looked at the Pistons. I'm like, damn, K shot 27 shots. Then you saw he shot like 49%. I'm like, yo,
49.
49%
Yes,
on 27 shots is nice. I went to watch the game. Cade is nice. I'm not gonna lie. His
13
his
to
offense
27.
two-way ability.
he's playing like
Yeah,
the number
30
one
and
pick in the
9
draft.
is it 13 to
He's got to
27.
be healthy.
He just got to stay
His
healthy. He's
playmaking
playing
is
like the number
elite.
one pick.
He's a great defender. His defense is nice. He's
They were
tall
saying he
too,
was
like
on the
6'8". He
selection
built
board
like a
or
wing.
something.
Like
Oh yeah, 6'8" too. 6'7", 6'8". Yeah, got the weight for it too.
he's
Oh
tall,
no,
man.
no man,
Yeah,
he
I just want
got
to
it.
show love to Asar Thompson. I think Asar Thompson gonna be a all defensive type player in his career multiple times.
Okay, yeah.
I
Kyrie.
want to ask. I want to ask you this quick question, Steve, for Kyle swing it to me. Do you think Asar a break double digit scoring average this season at some point?
This season,
Given like the scoring, like when Cade Cunningham and Ivy and that they have around him, and plus that's not really his game so much focusing on scoring.
yeah, but I think so. I think
I can't.
that
I'm just
But Kyrie, he's
I don't
more
know
of
if
the
he will. I
scorer
think he'll
out of
get
the
close.
two.
I think I wouldn't be surprised. The thing with Asar is he's so good off ball and scoring in transition, and Cade is such a great playmaker. I could see him averaging 10 points just from playing within the flow. But
okay.
there's a lot of mouths to feed there too. But I think he can crack 10 double digits.
Okay. I was just
I wouldn't
curious
be surprised if
myself.
he didn't though. Yeah, I was just more so trying to praise his defense, man. He's an elite defender already, bro. He's amazing.
Him and his brother. Him and his brother. Especially him and Jalen Green. And you got one twin with a K. That's a great duo right there. You got to figure, who in the long term will be, the better duo, who takes the team more down the line. But I don't know. That Caden Asar's look lethal, man. Just like seeing so.
And they got Monty Williams as the coach.
And
Yeah.
Monty Williams. But then, the Houston Rockets got a great coach too. But then, he had the players he had, so you might a little be skeptical about that. But the Rockets got a good coach
Monty's
too,
been
all
around for
over.
a while too. Those young guys need a coach like that's been around and that's actually had some type of success.
And simply put, Houston just doesn't have a player like Cade. I think Cade is like right now. I think he's all NBA level talent. Like Cade is nice, bro, and I think he's
I
gonna make
mean,
a huge difference for Detroit.
listen, watching them play, it was just like, it was so easy. He looked like it was effortless. But Kyrie, I'm going to swing
Yeah,
it to you. Who's your rookie of the year, man?
I really don't want to go with the obvious choice in Wemby here, but I think it's gonna be given, not given to him. I don't want to disrespect him like that, but I think the ticket's in. That's just what I'm saying. I think the tick.
Nah, I don't think so.
I think for
it's
one,
like a 98% chance, bro. That shit is.
yeah, but then again, like we said, he's got to play the 65.
You
But
got to play.
if he does, I think he'll put up numbers just good enough all across the stat sheet. He won't put up like 20 plus points a game or nothing like that. But he'll
Right.
give you like a cool 14 with like 7 boards and 2 blocks and like a steal and a couple like 3, 4 dimes maybe. And it's
Right.
just like I feel like when it's all said and done, we'll look at his we'll look at his numbers and what he did throughout the season and compared to other rookies, and it's just like, yo, he did more in different categories. He was more versatile with the way he impacted the game in his rookie season compared to his peers. So I think just because of that, and I think he's a good player. I think he's a rookie of the year caliber young guy. Like I'm not saying it's like they're going to give it to him, but I think he already has the edge with the hype and with the notoriety and stuff like that. But at the same time, with the numbers he'll put up, whether people think they're good numbers or not, or whether they think they're underwhelming for a player or for a prospect of his caliber, I
Mm.
still think they'll be good enough all around for him to show that rookie. Close run up, I'll definitely give it to Scoot just simply at a pure opportunity. He didn't have a really good game yesterday. He started off the first half, I think like 0 for 4 or something
Yeah,
like that.
it's only first game. It's only first
But
half.
point guards like that, bro, they always start off
Yeah.
pretty
Right.
slow.
Like,
They gotta adjust to the 3 point shooting. They gotta adjust to the speed of the game,
yeah.
and just his turnovers and his shot selection just wasn't all the way there. But I think just opportunity wise, he'll finish a close second. He'll end up having a pretty good rookie season.
I
I
feel
gotta
like
go with him.
I feel like he's a little too nervous sometimes, and that's just what comes with it. So I
He was all
listen.
starstruck, bro. He was watching Russ in transition dunking, and he was smiling and shit. Like
He was, yeah. I mean, that's what happens,
he
man.
was starstruck,
Listen,
bro.
he was stuck. Listen, I guarantee you, by halfway of the season, they'll be like, "Oh man, you might be making it to competition." So
Hmm.
just be on the lookout for that. Greg, swing it to you. Who's your rookie of the year, man? Who do you have?
I think because Chet Holmgren has already had a year's worth of NBA.
No, he hasn't. No, he's a rookie
I
actually.
know, but
He's a
I'm saying
rookie.
he's had a year's worth of experience technically being in the NBA. Because even though he's a rookie, technically he got drafted last year, so he's been able to be around an NBA locker room. He's been able to like kind of go through all those experiences, even though he hasn't been on the court. So I hearken it to like, in a way, Donovan Mitchell with Ben Simmons, that whole like
Oh,
saga. You know what I mean? Like I think Chet
yeah.
is definitely could definitely break out, and like because if you look at the numbers in terms of I guess scoring wise, they kind of put up a similar stat line, if memory serves me correct. And Chet looked good too. I mean, Shy was the story with the OKC Thunder yesterday, but I mean, Chet put up like a pretty good stat line too. You know what I'm saying? Like he got ducked on. You know what I'm saying? He made a nice couple of nice plays. So I think it's Chet.
Everybody
Uh,
just dunked him.
Andre Drummond had him out there looking wild for a minute, bro.
Listen.
He had no business doing that to him. I'm sorry.
Hey, the rookie. Listen, it's all part of rookie. Rookies gotta
Welcome
get
to the
cheered
league,
sometime.
Rook.
Welcome to the
Hey,
welcome to the league. Literally, listen, I'm all for it. Chet really my pick to win rookie of the year besides Victor, but I think Chet will probably shock the world. He'll probably make it. Like Greg said, be a Ben Simmons, Donovan Mitchell debate all over again, practically. But Mara. Who do you have your rookie of the year?
Um, to be honest, uh, I would pick Victor, but I don't think he played 65 games to even get the award. So
Did the physicality be too much for him?
that's how I feel like they're gonna play him. Like,
Right.
I just feel like some of the big games we think we're gonna see, we're not gonna see, and there's some games that we just won't be able to see. So I don't think he plays 65 games. If he does, I would have picked him. No, he's probably averaged like 4 blocks, 20 points, like 7 rebounds. So, but uh, I'll probably have to go with Scoot. I feel like once Scoot hits his like, he actually finds his groove and knows what he's gonna be doing. He's gonna be unstoppable. It's just not gonna be fair to guard him.
I
And
think, yeah.
no, go ahead, go ahead.
I think Portland, and I keep forgetting too, Kyrie. Portland got to, like, you got to think, with Scoot and Shaden Sharp, what they could turn into, that's crazy. You're on mute, Kyrie.
My fault,
I
fellas. But yeah, I
yeah.
was saying with Shaden, Ant Simons, DeAndre Ayton, the new addition there. You still got Jeremy Grant. Like, yeah, it's some talent there.
All right. So before we go on to the next award, the six-man award, Johnny, I'm gonna just have you choose. You just hopped in, introduce yourself to the people, man. Go ahead, Johnny. Yes, we will. Listen, Johnny. Listen, they love the support, man. Listen, right? Who's your MVP for this year? Before we swing to the next topic, who's your MVP? Who would you choose to be MVP 2024? Jokic, sure.
Second half, the whole second half.
The whole second half.
It was the whole
Yeah,
second half.
that's like so. Yeah, I said at the beginning some historically bad games. That's how we already witnessed that. So just off on that end. So Johnny, we're gonna start with you first. We're gonna start with the sixth man of the year. Who do you have being the sixth man of the year before I swing it off? Mmm. Hmm. Wow. De'Aaron Fox. It was all Fox's pass. Hey,
Like
listen,
that.
me and Kyrie know he been doing that since high school, man. Me and Kyrie know since high
Mhm.
school. Ain't nothing changed. He just went to the right team. I feel like the Hornets never utilized him the way they should have. They had a lot of same yeah, exactly. So all right. Kyrie, who's your sixth man? Who you got being the sixth man for
Kentucky,
2024?
a Kentucky boy, man, Emmanuel quickly.
You think he is?
Feel me?
Y'all didn't even give an extension.
So, and that's why he's gonna be six man, bro. Because did y'all see what he did yesterday after the news came out? He wasn't getting that bread.
I sure
I
did.
know,
Cooked.
I know we lost and
Cooked.
whatnot. But if we missed 12 free throws, that would have been a dub. That's another. We'll talk about that later. But
We'll talk
if we missed 12 free
about
throws, that was a dub. But on top of that, Emmanuel quickly was better than Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson last night. He was
he
pretty much our best
was.
player. He was out there
He
shooting. He was
was the
being
best player on
aggressive.
the team.
He's still aggressive on the defensive end, which I like to see.
The
Yo,
defense part, Kyrie, that defense part, he never let up on the
that's
defensive end.
and with smaller guards like that, bro,
Six
that
three,
are
6'2".
shooters and that are known for like their offense and have like some type of athleticism, but aren't really like super explosive for them to like be that next level of scorer. That
Yeah.
defensive end is where they separate themselves.
Oh yeah.
And especially with a combo guard like Quickly, where playmaking isn't really his style. He's not going to really run the pick and roll like that or nothing either. He's out there to score, hitting threes in transition. And I think if he keeps playing like this, he keeps playing with that chip on his shoulder, like, yo, y'all ain't want to pay me. Dev Vassell out here getting like 130 mil. All these other guys from his.
Right. I just some of these guys just getting.
I'm gonna talk. Keep it noted like that. I'm gonna talk about Dev later. But because I ain't saying he didn't deserve his money or whatnot, but this is what Quickly was looking at. Like, yo, all these dudes from my class is getting paid all this money, and y'all don't think I'm worth it? All right, bet. And I think because of that, he's gonna play with that chip on his shoulder, bro. And he's gonna keep getting better for us. And I hope we find a way to re-sign him and to keep him on the squad because he's
Hey,
pivotal.
if you guys don't want Quick, we'll gladly take him off your hands. Hey, you
I'm
heard
not.
me
I
first.
will not let that happen, bro. But yeah, I
Listen,
got Quick for 6 man.
listen. All right, see, who's your sixth man? Talk to me, man. Who do you got being the sixth man of the year? Oh, his internet connection went off. I'm gonna swing it to you, Greg. Who is your sixth man of the year?
I'm gonna go with Norman Powell, off the Clippers.
That's another good one.
Um,
Got you. See, hold on.
you can't hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I hear you.
Uh, yeah.
Norman Powell.
I mean, listen. I think the
I
Clippers.
love
I
Norman
think
Powell,
watching the
bro.
Clippers yesterday.
I
I
got you.
think
See, hold
Paul
on.
George is motivated for the only thing I know about Paul George and Kawhi Leonard is that when dollars are on the line, they play their best, and this is their season. So there's
Yeah,
going to be a lot of attention on the Clippers. There's
they
going to be
do
a
though.
lot of attention on the Clippers. And I think that the Clippers are going to be a top two seed in the West, in my humble opinion. And I think because of that,
Yeah, I
they're
see
not
that.
going to necessarily be able to award or Paul George or Kawhi Leonard because they're not winning MVP. But like, I think they're going to give somebody on that team an award. If not Coach of the Year to Tyronn Lue, it's going to be Sixth Man of the Year to Norman Powell.
And the Clippers have been massively disappointing if you look at, obviously injuries played a massive part into that, but overall, they definitely didn't expect 4 years in, no results to kind of show for it. So this really is their last year to really ball out and make something happen. I think it's probably they got a lot of competition, but fair point,
I,
Greg, fair point.
I like that point. He quietly put up 20 off the bench last year. Like it went really under the radar, but he put up like 20 off the bench
For
last year.
sure.
Like I could definitely see that.
Seam, I want to throw it to you before the internet connection went off. Who's your sixth man of the year, man?
First of all, Greg, I love that pick. I love watching Norman Powell play because he don't pass the ball at all. He catch that joint and he just gets to a
Exactly.
bucket. But
Let's get busy.
yeah, I love Norman Powell. My pick
Uh,
though, I think the New York Knicks have the best second unit in the league, and the head of that stick is Emmanuel Quickly. And I got Emmanuel
IQ,
Quickly to win the Sixth Man of the Year.
IQ.
Quickly is a bucket. Like he got even bigger since last season. He's looking
Yes.
stronger. Man, he was going off yesterday, cooking whoever was in front of him. They
Hey,
put they had
Kyrie.
to they were he was looking nice, man. And the Knicks, I think they bench is gonna put up a lot of points. The bench is gonna win them a lot of games, and I think the NBA is gonna look at them and be like, hey, the head of that snake is Quickly. He's the best player coming off the bench, and he's gonna be nice
Hmm.
for New York this year. Real
Yo,
nice.
he made them stop playing Evan Fournier.
Yeah,
Like
forget Evan
he made
Fournier,
Evan
Evan
bro.
Fournier.
Fournier.
He
Evan
took Evan
Fournier.
Fournier's job for real.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Ever since he left the Magic, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
We haven't
well,
seen it.
Fournier is the richest bench warmer in the league, man.
He
Hell
is.
yeah.
Listen, man. Listen, listen, Kyrie. Every Kentucky guard comes out, we just excel, man. Just excellence, man. With
I
that
hear
being
you.
said,
Say that for the college season, man. Say that for
God,
the
but,
college season. But I already gave you your prop, dog. I already gave y'all a prop.
hey, yeah, we the number one school. Hey, Mark, who's your sixth man of the year, man? I'm dying to hear this. I gotta hear this.
Is yo chill, you don't gotta hear nothing. Is CP3 six man?
Really? Hmm.
Is he
I
is
think he will be when Draymond come back from injury.
Yeah, I feel like he will be.
CP3 winning sixth man.
I got yeah. CP3's coming off the bench. If not Bobby Portis, but CP3 is my pick.
Hmm.
I feel like Chris Paul can average a double double coming off the bench, and if that ain't enough to win six man of the year, that sounds pretty important to me. What he had like 9 assists the other night,
I,
but he can average 5 assists from the second unit and 5 assists from the first unit,
that's true.
just because of the way of the flow, like the flow of the offense, and
That's true.
let alone a fast break. Like I'm just talking about the half court, let alone a fast break. Like come on now. So I'm gonna go with Chris Paul. I feel like he'll average a double double. He might get the starter minutes, like he might play at the end of the fourth quarter, but he's still coming off the bench. He's the sixth man, so I'm gonna go with Chris Paul.
Chris
But
Paul, okay.
I did like some of y'all picks though. I did like the Emmanuel quickly pick, and I definitely like the Norman Powell pick.
Listen, this is the sixth man.
Oh yeah, Malik, yo,
It's
cause
another good one too.
Malik
that
Moon.
dunk last night was something ferocious.
He been doing that since high school, man. Kentucky
That junk's
guard.
ferocious.
All right, we got two more awards. We start with the Defensive Player of the Year award. Man, this is the one I want to start off with Greg with this one. Greg, who you got winning Defensive Player of the Year? I gotta hear this.
Um, Weirdly enough, y'all gonna be like, "Wow." I think this is the first year. I think it's going to be. I'm going with the man I said for MVP. I'm going with Joel Embiid.
Oh
I
man,
think. I think.
Yeah, he
I
here we
think
go.
he.
drunk. He trying to get me started. Don't shake your head, Johnny. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that,
because
bro.
He
Here
because
we
say he
go.
because
drunk.
let's be
Don't get me
real.
started.
Let's,
He's Stone Cold Steve Austin over there, just drunk.
so
Go ahead. You're absolutely correct.
so I think that it goes without saying that Joel is probably, if not the top, if not one of the best center, then top two center in the league in terms of defensively with an offensive package. I think he's gonna hone in defensively,
Okay.
and I think because they're gonna need him as the paint presence, and I think he's gonna be up there for defensive player of the year. Because realistically, like the past 2 years, who have they given it to? I mean, they gave it to Jaren Jackson. They gave it to Marcus Smart the past 2 years. So it's like I feel you, but I feel like, again, a narrative award, and I think this is like they're gonna be like, oh, like look at Joel, like he's doing everything, like he's the best offensive player and he's the best defensive player type thing. Like I could see it, I could see it in the stars. Anyways, that's me.
Well, well, I gotta say it tomorrow, man. Cause Mar, who you got as winning Defensive Player of the Year, and what's your response to Greg's prediction for the Defensive
Nah,
Player
I'll
of the
go
Year?
first with my response because first of all, picking Joel Embiid to win two awards in the same year is just outrageous.
I mean,
Thinking
bro,
he's gonna
Giannis did it in
repeat.
2018, bro.
Nah, yeah, we're talking about
It's Joel
Giannis.
Embiid,
We
not
ain't talking.
Giannis.
Talk about
Thank
Giannis,
you,
bro.
thank you. I appreciate you jumping in this.
I'm just telling
Like
you, bro.
It's
that was
not
just
Giannis.
It's
yo. This
outrageous.
man, I told you, Stone Cold over there, just 316, just drunk. Like what's wrong
I'm
with
telling you,
him?
bro. Who was I supposed to pick? Jaren Jackson the third again? Like, no, bro. I'm sorry.
Listen, man, he
Why? What
already
was
won
that?
it, so it's not a
I'm
bad
not telling
pick.
you it's a bad
Not a
pick.
bad pick.
Well, I just feel like they be throwing the award to me.
Embiid. I seen Joel Embiid get laid up like three
I don't
times
even know
today.
how,
Talking about
bro.
defensive
Bro,
player
I
of the
don't even know how,
year.
bro. I'll give you an example. I don't even know how
Like he
Jaren
getting laid
Jackson
up by
won the award
rookies.
last year. with how
Chill.
many
Hey,
fouls
Mark,
he
come
gets
on
per
now.
game. Like, you feel me?
No, I'm with you.
So it's just like they be throwing,
I mean, Memphis had the
I
best
don't even know
defense in
how
the
Brooke
league last
Lopez
year.
is
bro.
up there.
They
I'm
be
with you.
giving the award away to randoms, and I'm telling you that a potential MVP candidate
Randall.
has the potential to win the award, and everyone's like,
Okay.
"Whoa,
No, Joel Embiid
who's
is
your pick?"
definitely a
Go ahead.
random.
Wait, so
He's
Greg,
my. No, he
Greg, can I ask you
definitely
a
is a
question?
random, bro.
uh,
Greg,
He's
do you
a
think
no,
three-time
and
Defensive
listen,
Player of the Year. Random. Come on, three.
def- Rudy could have.
That's the same amount as Dwight Howard.
Oh,
Bro,
don't ever disrespect Dwight Howard again,
Oh,
That's
bro.
the
you're not
same
about
amount
to
as
Don't
Dwight
say
ever
that.
Howard.
disrespect
don't,
Dwight Howard again.
oh.
It's the
Listen,
same amount.
I know he be getting
It's
into
the,
shenanigans in his free time, but in terms of him on the court
hey,
from
I'm just saying.
2007 to 2014, that man was a problem. That man was a problem.
The white guy the white got 3 DPOYs and y'all say he top 75 all time. I think y'all gotta throw Rudy in there too.
no, no, no,
Just
no, 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 no,
saying,
no, no, no,
man.
no, no, no,
Nigga
stop,
said,
stop,
No,
stop,
no.
no,
oh.
no,
All that
stop.
grunt
See,
shit,
If
put
all
too
Dennis
that
far, bro.
grunt
Rodman in
shit,
there,
put
you
it to
gotta
him.
put
No,
Rudy
no, 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 no.
Gobert.
No.
If y'all got Dennis Rodman in there, y'all gotta put
Dwight got
Gobert.
eight. Dwight got eight All Stars. Dwight got like eight
Yo,
All Stars. He led the league in blocks like 3 times. He led the league in
Hey, I'm
rebounds like
just
3 times.
saying,
Rudy
man.
don't got none of that. No,
I'm just saying, y'all put y'all.
no.
Who else in it? Y'all got Dikembe Mutombo. You gotta put Gobert. What? No.
But Dwight was a factor for his team offensively. Rudy was
Yeah,
semi
Dwight got to
Dwight
a
okay,
and
finals.
Dikembe went to the NBA
and
Finals.
right. Dwight
Dwight
took the
got to a
Mavericks to the
finals.
finals. Exactly. So you can't disrespect
Rudy
Dwight like
Gobert
that. You really
cried to make
can't.
an All Star team.
He definitely
Yeah,
did. So you
Anything.
can't.
that
So
Every
Joel
other
Rudy
team.
none
Embiid
of that.
winning two awards in the
so
same
we
year.
can't.
He don't make a point.
They gave
They
it to
definitely
the
not
anchor
gonna
of the
give it to
best
him.
defense in the league last year.
They not giving it to him. Y'all
Memphis was
reaching with that
the
one.
best defense in the league last year.
But Rudy was actually
Reaching.
for the first two awards. You could have said, all right, defensively, Rudy. First two defensive play, all right, he was definitely, impacting defensively. But the third one was just kind of like, oh, they just giving it away. But
Joel
can't
Embiid
just call.
Defensive Player of the
But
Year.
Mar,
Yeah,
Joel
okay.
who,
Embiid is crazy.
Mar, who do
Wait,
you
let me
have?
ask Greg the question real quick.
What's
Greg,
good,
Oh,
do
go
you
bro?
ahead.
think you think Joel is a better defender than Jaren Jackson?
I
Hmm.
would say more impactful. I wouldn't say. I think the stats. I
Mhm.
think if you use the
Fries.
stats,
I'm
if
gonna
Mm-hmm.
if,
say
if
that.
you gonna use if you're gonna use
Fries.
the stats gonna be like, it's clearly Jaren Jackson. I think it's gonna
Fries.
be more impactful. It's more impactful.
So Joel's more impactful as a defender than
Yes, I
Jaren
think
Jackson?
Jaren
Yeah,
Jackson be
okay.
flailing his body around, pick up 5 fouls in like 25 minutes most of the time. He doesn't have this as much discipline, in my personal opinion, as Joel sometimes.
Well, he not 7 feet like
Exactly. So
Joel.
basically, what you're telling me, Joel has a God-given ability that Jaren Jackson just can't reach. So the
A
potential for him
God
to
given
do it.
ability. This man got dunked on by Cam Johnson. Like, come on
Hey,
now. We
stop, man.
talking
Come
about
on,
Cam
man.
Johnson.
No, I'm just
Like
asking the question.
Cameron Johnson. Like,
I'm just asking the question.
Mar. Listen. All right, Mar, who's your defensive player of the year before you swing it to
I might get killed, but it's better than Joel. So
John?
I'm gonna go with Wembanyama. I think,
Who?
What you
Okay,
should
bro.
say?
Okay, bro.
bro,
Yo, I can see
Joel
that.
Embiid is crazy,
bro,
but
I can
Wemby,
low key
okay?
see
bro.
that.
Nah, nah, drugs. No,
Listen,
hold on, drugs. No, no.
Victor
Where's
can at least
Ashton,
average
bro? Where's
3 to 4
Ashton?
blocks a game.
Nah, Mar, I agree with you, but I could low key see it.
He could average 3 to 4 blocks a game. So I'm not
You could low
understanding
key, you could
No,
low
why.
key
I'm not
see
gonna
that,
lie. I like I
but you
like
couldn't see Joel
I like
Embiid.
the
I'm
Wemby
not
Okay,
pick more than the
understanding.
Joel
I'm not
pick.
understanding how Joel Embiid will win Defensive Player of the Year when y'all be putting PJ Tucker on the best player and let Joel
you
roam
want Joel Embiid to
around the
guard a
paint.
point
So
guard?
get out of my
Wemby's
face
guarding
with
point
that. He don't even
guards.
be guarding the
Oh
best nigga on
man.
the court. You don't know, but when y'all was playing the
You said
Nuggets,
I
when y'all
thought
was
no.
playing the
Did you
Nuggets, he
just say
was
Rudy
roaming under the
Gobert?
rim against
Bro, don't
Joker.
you ever put
Like,
him in
come on, he wasn't even
conversation. I
guarding him.
saw
He
Rudy
wasn't even
Gobert
guarding
let
Cuz.
Terrence Mann get 40. I don't need to hear about that, brother, and I don't want it.
That's fine. Where's Rudy coming from?
Well,
Where are
what
y'all bringing up this Rudy
Tatum was just
character
picking
from?
on Embiid in the pick and roll.
Okay, bro.
Tatum was
He
just
does.
picking
He
on
does.
that man.
He can't even turn around.
I seen Jaren Jackson get cooked too. I saw Anthony Davis.
Jaren
I saw
Jackson.
Anthony Davis put up monster numbers on Jaren Jackson. Meanwhile,
So
he's such a GOAT defender. Oh please, spare me.
it's Anthony
So if
Davis you're
Joel
talking
Embiid is
about,
there,
like
if Joel Embiid is there, take Jaren
it's
Jackson out. He
Anthony
dropping 40?
Davis.
No. In the playoffs? No.
Anthony Davis. Talking about Anthony Davis.
You said what? Exactly. So I'm just saying,
So
Jaren Jackson's
so
such
what's the
an
difference? What's the
otherworldly
difference
defender,
between 40
way
and
better than
30?
Joel Embiid. Meanwhile, I've seen him get
Saying that
cooked.
like Joel be really like defending people. Like he don't be
Okay,
defending nobody. I'm like y'all saying that like he just go up at the rim and just be meeting people at the rim 100% of the time. He don't do that. He ends up on his back majority of the time. Y'all talking about defensive player of the year? He can't even land on his
bro.
feet. What y'all
Jaren
talking
Jackson,
about?
bro. Did you watch the World Cup, bro? Jaren Jackson doesn't have discipline on the defensive end. He's like he be sloppy. He be sloppy sometimes with his.
Who's gonna help him? It's Steven Adams. Who's helping
You
Jaren
said what?
Jackson in the game in the paint? Who's helping that man? At least Joel got PJ Tucker down there. Who's helping? Who's helping
Steven Adams
Jaren
out for the
Jackson?
season.
Yeah, he just
Huge
got
loss.
he
Yeah.
hurt his knee
Who's gonna
Huge
help him?
loss.
or his ankle.
You got
For
Xavier
them to
Tillman down there.
jump for everything and get the
Bro,
rebound.
you
He
act
gotta
like
do
he's
way
had
more than
PJ Tucker for
Joel.
7 years. He had him last year. He had
Two
him
years.
no. Last year was his first
Uh,
year. Exactly. So what are we talking
Ben
about?
Simmons. Yeah, no, don't do that. Yeah, Ben Simmons
Okay.
too.
Okay,
They
bro.
had a tall lineup. They had a tall lineup. They've always had a tall. They've always had
Ben
a
was doing
tall
everything
So
out
lineup.
there
hold on,
for real, for real.
hold on, hold
He
on.
keeping
So
it a
what
They,
about
buck.
this season?
yo,
Hold on,
y'all
hold on.
really is
So what
crazy
about this
right now,
season?
yo. Y'all act like y'all didn't have Al Horford one season. Y'all have always had
So
a
hold on,
tall
wait.
lineup. It wasn't
Stop.
always
I
just
got you right
Joel.
now.
It
So what
wasn't
about this
always
season?
just Joel down there. Is my point.
I got you right now. So what about the season that Ben Simmons ain't want to play, right? What about the season Ben Simmons ain't want to play, and then we got James Harden? Who was giving Joel Embiid breaks? I'll wait.
He's not weak.
You talking about one season?
Tobias Harris,
Now we don't
bro.
got one. Cool. Okay.
You talking about
Oh
one
my.
season to
Yeah.
my eight? Like, what are you talking about? You
What
talking about
about
one
Tobias
season?
Harris,
All right,
bro?
bro.
About one
Oh
time in
man.
his whole life.
All right, bro.
Somebody here.
My point is, Jaren Jackson has no other big body. If they're not, he's usually the five. If there's no other big
You
body in
talking
there,
you talking about Wemby?
what are you supposed to do?
Yeah, he was unplayable at that point. No, yeah, they
Ivy
wasn't really
Drummond
doing
didn't
Ivy
even
anything.
Drummond
play.
was
Year,
unplayable.
Ivy
y'all
The
Drummond
even
didn't
had
white,
even
the,
Dwight
play.
one
y'all
year.
had the white too.
Y'all
He
even
was
had
barely
Dwight
playing.
one year. Y'all even had Dwight. What are
Yeah,
you talking? Y'all always had. Yo, bro, we not. Come on,
So
bro.
let me get this
Like, come
straight. Let
on,
me get this
bro.
straight.
Y'all talking about one
So
season.
let me get
Like,
this
come
straight.
on, bro. Y'all talking about
Power
one
forward.
season
Hold
when
on.
that man was by
Okay.
himself under the rim.
So it's believable to y'all that Wemby, who doesn't even play center, he's a power forward. He's a power forward. And
Bro,
bro,
he's
he's
but
seven
7'5".
five.
okay,
he's
bro.
a he's
Seven
a five.
Y'all
five.
He's
got
seven
He's a
five.
I'm
five,
good.
bro. He's a five.
What
He's
is
a,
what?
he's a five, bro. No one even thinks of Wemby. Well, Wemby might be a four to some people.
And
Really, he's a
bro,
five.
he
He's really a
literally
five.
got teams practicing against extra
Right.
wingspan in practice,
Exactly.
shooting over
He's a
extended
five.
hands in practice, bro.
No,
It's
he
because
is
they
a
know
five.
he's going to block
Be,
shots. It's inevitable. He's going to block shots.
because the Spurs power forward is the rookie they drafted last year. His name Jeremy have a
Jimmy
Nah,
hard time
Sohan
saying his
running
last
point
name.
Sohan's a
guard,
point
bro.
guard. They center Zach Collins and Wemby play the four.
Right. Okay. And Doug McDermott's still down. He's still on the squad. Yeah. Doug
Doug
McDermott's on the
McDermott
Doug
come off
squad.
the bench.
McDermott,
Yeah,
bro.
He come
What?
off the
Sohan was
bench.
starting at the
Right.
point yesterday though.
Right. Right. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, hey, listen, Mark. I think Wemby got the hype. I don't know, maybe in terms of experience, but I think he's talented enough. Hey, he might shock the world. Who
Wait, hold
knows? Who
on,
really
Colin.
knows?
Can I ask you a question, bro?
But
Do
Got
me a
better
Greg
favor,
is
eyes than
going
bro.
in.
Joel.
Name the Spurs starting five, bro. Right now, name the Spurs starting five.
All right, listen, Johnny, I'm gonna swing it to you, man. Who's your
Wait, Colin,
defensive
Colin,
player of the
Colin,
year? Who's your
Colin.
defensive player of the year?
Oh, Colin turned.
What?
Oh my God, Johnny.
What? Yeah, yeah. I hear you. Can you hear me?
You talking to me
Who talking? I can't hear nothing.
or Scene?
I
What?
don't know. What's wrong?
Now I'm hearing static.
I'm here. Yeah, Steve. Is you talking?
I can hear
No,
you. I can hear everybody. I don't know what's going on.
I can't. Who is
I
talking? I
hear
can't hear.
everyone talking. I'm talking right now.
I can hear Colin. Y'all can hear me?
Right. I
Yeah,
hear you.
bro,
We
we can
all
hear
hear
you.
you. We've been hearing you for a minute.
Can you not hear us?
All right.
I don't think he can hear us. But Johnny, go
All right.
ahead, bro. Tell us your backup DPOY.
Yeah, go ahead. Who's your defensive player of the year? Huh? Evan Mobley. Hmm.
I'm
I
pretty
think
sure he
no,
did.
yeah, it wasn't Jared Allen. It was Mobley. Okay. If it's one, then it's two. Anthony Davis always a consideration for that. Okay. Okay. That's fair. Evan Mobley, Scotty Barnes. All right. Kyrie, who's your defensive player of the year? Who do you have?
I'll make it quick. Johnny made a good point saying that he could definitely see like them shifting towards back like front court players like big men.
Hmm.
But I think OG Anunoby can definitely be a guy because he does guard some bigger players. He can switch out onto smaller guys. He gets around picks well, and he it might not show up on the stat sheet every night, but guys will tell you like if you were to ask him like OG Anunoby gives people problems. He's physical, he's quick, and he moves fast. He's just got great reflexes, and he does like when his defensive games do show in the box sheet, he goes crazy. He'll have like 2 blocks and 3 steals, or he'll have like 4 steals and a block or something like that. I think it won't really, like I'm saying, it won't really show up on the stat sheet or anything like that. But it is, it I can see clips and stuff going around. I can just see like people really keen on how well of a defender he is because he's usually guarding guys top number one and number two options every night too. But he just being in Toronto, he tends to go under the radar. So it can definitely be tough for him, but I could definitely see him putting up that resume this season to get a DPOY. Plus, he's usually available. My dark horse, I was going to go with Mark Williams for the Charlotte Hornets. He he had DPOY written all over him since he was at Duke, yo. Since he was at Duke, he had DPOY written all over him. He didn't get the minutes he was supposed to get last year. He dealt with like some foul issues and stuff like that, and just overall trying to get adjusted to the game. He was a rook. But this season, he's going to be starting alongside LaMelo Ball. The Hornets don't really got much going for them defensively either. And he's kind of got like that Rudy Gobert effect or that Wemby effect where his length is just so intimidating. It's just so. like overwhelming. He's gonna get blocked shots,
There's
and
a
he's
lot of
kind of
second year players getting mentioned. I like it.
exactly. And another thing I really like about him, he reminds me of Nerlens Noel. Back when Nerlens Noel was somewhat good, it was where he could get in the passing lane.
Somewhat good.
He's got quick hands and he could pluck defenders. He could pluck big men in the post and stuff like that and get his team to possession. So I think those two guys would definitely be making a big run for DPOY this season. They a dark horse, but I think they definitely make a run for it. Yeah, when people talk about top defenders in the league, he rarely ever gets brought up. And I think this is the season though he could definitely because Toronto's got a new look too. They got a new coach. They pretty much handed the keys over to Scotty Barnes. Like I think Anunoby can have a pretty good season this year and show himself to be a DPOY caliber. See,
I I did. I,
When Toronto's not good, bro, they annoying to play. Even when Toronto's not good, they super annoying to play. Bro, I'm a Knicks fan. We do too. I know, bro. With them,
can I can I add in? Can I just
but
add in terms of a sleeper pick for defensive player of the year? We ain't mentioned them, but I feel like this might be the year where if like I mean we're gonna have more of a focus on OKC, so my man Lou Dort gonna get some shine, bro. He ain't got the you feel
Lou
him
me?
too.
Dortz.
We
He
haven't
definitely
seen some
Yeah,
somebody.
Lou
Lou
Dort shine
Dortz.
since the bubble, bro. In terms of like it, so it's just like
Just the bubble.
exactly nah Pete.
Tom.
He do. He
All
definitely do.
right, see, I'm gonna swing it to you before we go to our most improved. See, who's your defensive player of the year, man? Who do you got?
Nikola Vucevic.
Nah, what? Nah, explain that, bro.
No, you
Bro, who
don't,
Explain
is your
that,
bro.
Ken.
plug?
No, you don't,
Explain
bro.
that, Ken.
No, you
No, my
Who
don't,
is
pick
your
is
bro.
plug? I need to know.
I'm gonna pick three. I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna pick three guys. I like Evan Mobley. I think Cavs are gonna have the best defense in the league again, and Mobley's gonna be there. I like Nicholas Claxton with Brooklyn. I
Nicholas,
think
ah,
Ooh,
I
that's a
think
good
yeah,
one.
that's
Brooklyn.
a good
I
one.
think if Jock Vaughn gets his shit together, Brooklyn could be nice because Jock Vaughn he was kind of bad in that first game, but I saw some protection with Brooklyn. Their defense looked nice, and Claxton's the anchor of that. So I'll go with Claxton. I'll go with Miles Turner too. I like Miles Turner defense. He's always been a great
He's
defender in
always
this
a threat.
league. I don't know if the
Yeah.
Pacers team defense will be good enough, but I really like Miles Turner a lot on that side. Knows how to use his length and all that.
Uh,
I like I
That's a
stop.
like that
good
Nick Claxton
pick.
shout out.
Nick
Nick
Claxton.
Claxton, yeah, I
Those
think
some
Brooklyn
good
could be
picks.
good too, bro. It's just if you watch that first game, they Jock Vaughn lost him the game. I think he's holding Ben Simmons back because he keeps playing Ben Simmons with centers that can't shoot instead of having them play in
Mm,
space. I thought
right.
down the stretch he kept it was like 5 minutes left and he made like five different subs with five different lineups instead of just letting the lineup go out there and hoop.
Mm.
I think he's gonna hold Brooklyn back, but if Brooklyn can get a coach that actually knows what he's doing, I think Brooklyn could be like a real threat in the East, bro. Because that kid Cam Thomas is legit. He's nice. Cam Thomas
He
is
just
nice.
can't.
Thomas
He's
is a
a
walking
walking
bucket.
He
bucket.
is
Walking
nice.
bucket.
Walking bucket in his sleep. That's how
He just
easy it
doesn't.
looks too.
The biggest thing with him was can he contribute outside of just being a walking bucket? That was the thing.
Yeah, that's all they need him to be, bro. They need shot creation, and he's great at it.
All right. So we'll go to the next award, the most improved player. That's the last of the player awards. That's what we'll be doing. So I want to start off with Johnny, get you in. So who do you have winning the most improved player of the year for 2024? Yes, sir. That's fair. That's fair. Okay, all right. Uh, Kyrie, I'm gonna swing it to you. Who's your most improved player? Who do you have win the most improved player? Johnny
Remember
has
that
some
note
great
I
picks.
made earlier, fellas, about my guy Devin Vassell making all that money in San Antonio? Yo, I gotta go with him, yo. And it's not just because he got the money to. It's not just because he got the contract to back up. I truly think like out of like the players drafted like within these past 3 4 years, he's he's on track like as well as anybody like the Lamelos and the Ant Edwards and the Palos and the K's to be a star in this league. And
mm.
I gotta say this award I feel like definitely should go towards him because he was definitely not supposed to be what he is right now. He worked super hard towards it, and we
It didn't
saw a
work in
glimpse
the
of it.
first round.
We saw a glimpse of it last season. Like he came back with an even bigger frame from his second season before. He just hit that 20-point mark, and he was still a elite defender, but he got hurt like 30 games in or something like that. So people don't like when people was making like a big history fit about him getting that contract or whatever. They didn't really see him in that small sample size of last year, and they're not really understanding that he's getting paid for future production. And I think that future production is going to be there because with his shot creation ability, his ability to hit contested shots like is nothing. His range, like the player that was at Florida State, bro, like 4 years ago, again, I can't rave about it enough. He's a completely different player, and he's an assassin offensively. He's got a chance, like I said, he's got a chance to be a big star in this league. Um, I think given the attention that Wemby's going to get, and the fact that they got they got defenders in their starting lineup, and Jeremy Sohan playing the point guard. Of course, you got Wemby, you got Zach Collins. I think his calling card which is like on the defensive end, I think he's not going to have to spend as much time worrying about that as much because he's got guys around him that can help him out with that.
That's right.
And because of that, his scoring is definitely going to take a kick. I see him putting up like 26 a game this year, and I see him do it efficiently as well. I'm really high on Devin Vassell, so I think he's going to take home most improved player of the year this year. No, he yesterday yesterday from what I've seen, and even in preseason from what I've seen, he's definitely the first option because nobody can create in the mid range like he create. Nobody can do the fadeaways, the post ups, the little step backs. And from three, he can shoot his spot up and he can shoot it on the move. Keldon Johnson's not a on the move 3-point shooter. His is all spotting up. And he can't really create his dribbles consistently neither. Keldon Johnson's got to get a straight line to the rim, and he'll put it on your head, but he needs the right angle to get to the rim. And I think Vassell fills in all those gaps because he's become such a polished scorer that he's got to be the number one option. And last
Okay.
night when
Yep.
Wemby wasn't getting when people made a big deal about Wemby not getting the ball like those last 2 minutes or whatever, it's like, well, you can't really blame him. You got a guy of this caliber that can put the ball in the hoop. I think he's ended the night off for like 23 points or something like that. But he can put the ball in the basket, and when the game is on the line and you playing this, and it's like you guys are like within striking distance, or you guys been traded back and forth with the lead, you want the
Mhm.
ball in Devin Vassell's hands and because he's the one that's gonna get the buckets. He's gonna one that you could look to. But yo, we need this from you. And I guess I see that in him. Like I definitely see that in him. He's definitely growing as a player. So I think he gets MIP this year, given he stays healthy and plays the required amount of games.
I'm for it. I'm for it. Great, great pick. See, who's your most improved player of the year, man? Who do you have winning?
I like both of those picks. I think Maxey is a good pick because I think he can get up to like 26, 27 a game this year. I like Desmond Bain too because with Ja missing as much time as he's going to miss, I think Bain is another guy like Maxey who can get up to about like 25, 26 points. And if Memphis is winning, it's going to be an even bigger spotlight on him. So I like Desmond Bain. And not even a dark horse. I think someone who could just win it is, like I mentioned before, Cam Thomas, who's getting an actual role this year. Feel like he's gonna be a consistent part of the rotation. Like Jock Vaughn got a little more trust in him. So if he's playing, I think, especially if they start him and they let him be a first or second option, I think he can jump up to like like 23, 24. Like I think he's that good of a scorer. And last year he obviously was only averaging like however much he was averaging. If he comes in this year with a consistent role and consistent like getting consistent touches and he's getting buckets like that, I think it's Cam Thomas award to lose.
That's fair. Okay, man, you
Didn't
guys made some great picks.
didn't Desmond Bain win that joint already?
He did win most improved. Now I think about it.
No,
Did he?
Ja
No,
won it,
Dan.
but Ja
Ja.
gave his award to
Oh
him.
no, he gave it to him,
Okay,
right?
gave it
Yeah,
to
Ja
him.
gave
Yeah.
it to him because
Yeah.
in all seriousness, he should have won it between him or DeJounte that year. They
No,
should have
yeah,
won
Yeah,
it.
that's probably why
Ja.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking of it because he probably
Yeah,
should. With
because Ja
Kyrie,
gave it to him. Yeah. No, that was great. Yeah, thanks,
yo,
Kyrie. Yeah.
Lodge.
Mark, who's your most improved player?
Um, y'all gonna laugh. I'm gonna go with the mate. I'm gonna go with the.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go with the mate. I'm gonna go with the Australian.
Oh.
Who, Ben
Bro,
Oh.
I
Simmons?
literally was about to say this, bro.
Do
Nah,
y'all
you
think
really just
he's eligible? Do you think he like? Listen, I'm picking Ben Simmons. I'm being honest. I'm just being honest.
Oh, Mar, I
Just being
literally was about
honest.
to go. Mar, I literally was about to say the same thing, bro. Why do you think
I'm picking Ben Simmons, bro. I'm picking
I
Ben
got now? I
Simmons.
got my answer.
That's
Most
outrageous.
improved. What's
That's
wrong with most
outrageous, Mark.
improved?
That's outrageous. I ain't gonna lie, Mark. That's outrageous.
Bro,
Outrageous.
he gonna improve his triple single? Like I don't.
Like, what's he improving on? Man, listen. That's
He
outrageous,
could.
Mark.
He had
I'm gonna
four
let you do
ten.
a read.
He had
Mark,
4, 10, and 9
Mark,
last night,
I'm gonna let you
Bro,
do a
that
read.
double single, dog. I don't want to hear that, bro.
I'm gonna
bro.
let you do a reattempt, Mark. I'm gonna let you do a reattempt. Go
Yo,
ahead.
Bro,
Go ahead,
listen,
Mark.
listen. I'm gonna just break this down for y'all.
Break
I'm
it
gonna just
down,
break this down
please.
for y'all, right?
Break it down.
So it was already previously stated that Jacques Vaughn was on some BS with the lineups late in the game. Cuz only played 23 minutes, only shot 6 times, and had 4, 10, and 9. 30 plus minutes, 10 shots. I like my chances with 14, 10, and 10. I think he could win most improved with 14, 10, and 10. He
yeah,
averaged 6, 6, and 6 last year. 14, 10, and 10. That's a bad man right there.
yo,
Yo,
I
y'all
think it all depends
laughing.
on I think it all
bro.
depends more on
It's just cause these
like I
numbers,
said, Jacques
dog.
Vaughn
Six,
has a
six, and
decision to make
six. Like,
and
Go from 6, 6 to 6 to 14, 10, and 10.
um,
All right. You know
I'm
what?
thinking.
Y'all
I was more
embarrassing
so.
me now. Now I'm changing my pick because y'all
Nah,
embarrassing me.
I was more so
no,
thinking. I was more so thinking like
bro.
13. I
Wait,
was more so thinking
Mark.
13, 9, and 7.
No, he
Yeah,
I'm
averaged
more
I
so
was
more,
thinking.
thinking
I
bro.
was
like
thinking like 11,
4,
6, and
7, and
8, if
5.
anything. Like 11, 8.
Never,
Nah,
never.
I'm thinking about I'm thinking about like 4 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists,
Talking real
4 points
something
is
crazy.
solid from Ben
wild.
Simmons.
4 points is wild.
You
I don't
know
think
Bro,
I
what?
that's
don't
what
You
think
I'm
he'll
know
stay
saying.
alive
what?
for that
I
much
give him like
longer.
10, 11 points, bro. Like,
Oh my goodness.
Here's
Yo, I'm
my
just
here's
letting
my
y'all
thing with
know
Ben
Kelly
though is
Yo.
that
Oubre is y'all best
here's my thing
player,
with Ben.
yo.
and then he'll hit the turnaround jump shot every other game. Like,
Yo,
My thing
Every
I'm
other
just
that
letting
hook
y'all
game.
shot is
know
broke. He
that.
got to get rid of that. He
All
needs to
right,
stop
Every other
shooting hook
listen.
game.
shots.
All right, listen. How about this, right? If
Who you gonna say,
Jordan
Markel
Poole,
Fultz
if
now?
if Jordan Poole averages 28, I'm going with Jordan Poole. Then.
No, Jordan
Yeah,
Poole was my pick, honestly.
28.
eh,
Jordan Poole was my pick. I
yo,
had Jordan Poole having a monster
He got to
season.
average at least 25 or more to win it, I believe, because
He
he
will.
averaged
that's
Yeah, he
crazy
18
because
actually
last
earlier
year.
will.
I was thinking Tyus Jones low key for real, for real.
He's the best backup, like stats wise. He's one of the best backup
Ty
point
Jones a
guards you
starting
could
point
ever
He's
guard
have.
now,
starting
buddy.
now with Jordan Poole. He's starting.
Y'all talking about Joel Embiid, MVP, Kelly Oubre, your best player. This is
Come on now.
crazy.
Come on now.
No, because y'all want to talk about my man 2 5 and he can't win MIP. So, no, y'all
I thought
mean,
you was going to say
no.
Markel Fultz next. I ain't going to lie, because, he could have been up there. Because Markel's
Y'all
actually
fried now.
legitimate. Markel's legitimate. Oh,
Y'all
you could
fried
say.
now. Oh, I do
Exactly.
have another one. I do have another one.
It's the last
No,
one before we
I
swing it
know
to
y'all gonna
Greg.
like this one. Y'all gonna like
All
this
right.
one. The bull from the bull out Prince Sagoon. I mean, if he
Hey,
get
my
if he
boy
get
Shingun.
if
Sengun.
Sagoon can get like crucial minutes, if yeah, if Sagoon can
He's
get
starting
crucial
though, bro.
minutes.
Sengun starting.
No, I'm
He's the most
saying crucial
improved.
minutes. Like it all depend on cause like I feel
I think he's
like
Ain't
he's
playing
this
not
like
six
gonna
man a
have,
25
year?
plus minutes.
Oh, most
huh?
improved. I'm bugging. I'm bugging.
No,
My
this
bad.
is most
No,
improved, bro.
Yeah, my
MIP.
bad. My bad. But
I was about to
my fault. You
say,
said Ben Simmons, and I was thinking he gonna get benched and all that. I thought he was talking about six man a
Yo,
year.
I'm
That's
not
my
playing with
bad.
y'all no more. Yo, Colin, wrap
That's
this
my
up, man.
bad,
Y'all
bro.
keep playing.
You brought
I'm
up
not
Ben
even
Simmons. I
calling
thought you
him
were talking about
Tupac no
six man
more.
a
Y'all
year.
keep
That's my
playing with
fault.
Ben 10, man. Y'all
No,
keep
but
playing
That's
with
Marv,
my
Ben
Marv,
bad,
you def
10.
bro.
on to something, bro. You on to something. If Sengun put up a nice little dub a game, nice little 20 points and 9 boards with his 5, 6 dimes a game, bro,
No,
that's
for
MIP
real.
worthy. That's definitely, and he
He had
always
like
playing.
14, 8, and 9
I like
last night.
Sengun.
Yep.
I like
And they
Sengun.
benched him early too because they were getting their ass whooped. He could have,
I
For
like
he could have had a
Sengun.
triple double for real.
What about do you think
Fred
someone
Van
like Cade
Fleet.
Cunningham will be eligible because of the
He
injury last
better
year?
be.
Like he got hurt last year and didn't get
Hell
to.
I
yeah.
mean, but
He better be.
I mean, has a number one pick ever won most improved? I could be wrong, but has a
I
number
can't think
one?
Bro,
off the
John
top of my
Moran was the
head.
second pick and he
Yeah, I
won it.
can't. Yeah, I can't. I can't think of a number one pick winning most improved, honestly. Because it's
Ja
like
was the
when you're
second
the.
pick and he won it, bro.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that is true. Yeah,
that's
he was
true.
the
Yeah,
second.
I don't
He
think
Yeah,
you
should
care
have
about
won it
that.
though. That's the thing.
that's what.
But
Yeah, but
You
Yeah,
see,
shouldn't
that's
you
what
have
my
know
though.
them
mind is
voters.
stuck.
You
Yeah,
know
my
them
The
mind
voters.
is stuck.
NBA
Is like,
the NBA loves giving it to
yeah,
guys who you expect to take those jumps that take those jumps. And they just give it to you. Like
What
someone else,
about
you know who can low key win it, bro? Just because if you look at the numbers, it'll be a jump. If Jamal Murray gets up to like 25, 26 points and the Nuggets are the one seed, he could be
because
somebody
the
that could
regular
win it.
season he only averages
Yeah,
certain.
because
Yeah,
just
yeah.
what about what's his name? What
yeah,
about Mikal Bridges?
Mikael Bridges definitely
Mikel's
should.
another
I think
one.
he'll have a monster
well,
season.
he was
But
I think
close
he'll
in
have
the
a
running
monster
for it
season.
last year. Wasn't he like runner up last year?
Yeah,
He
but he
was
only
for
played
sure.
like half the season with that rule. Which I thought was
thing
like
That's
with thing
kind
with
of
true.
nutty.
That's
Mikel,
true.
I
I
think
think
Mikael
Mikel
has a
would have
monster
to
season
give up
too.
to like 26 points, 27 points. I don't think he's that good enough a scorer to do that for 82
Well,
games. I think
he,
he'll be
I
around like
mean,
But
in
22,
he's
that,
never
23.
had the ball, never been the soul of
yeah,
offense. I mean,
when he got the Brooklyn, he was putting up like 28 a game.
Yeah, he was going off because he was the number one
It's
option.
small sample size though, man. I don't think Mikel's a guy who could do that for a full season. I think Mikel is more around like a 22 point per game type of guy.
We'll come back around this topic
Uh,
midway. We see their All Star break. We'll come back around this topic because I'm sure a lot will change. But Greg, we'll swing it off before we end off the episode, man. Who do you have winning Most Improved Player of the Year, man? Who do you got winning it?
yeah,
I'm gonna go with well I was thinking about Ben, so Ben was the first person I was thinking of,
You
and
serious?
then like he was yeah Ben. Yeah, I was gonna say Ben was probably the first person I was thinking about just because his story's so crazy that it fits so well.
The
You know what I'm
narrative.
saying? And
Okay,
it's
the
like
narrative aspect.
there's no expectations for him this year, so it's like he's in a rare boat where it's like he hasn't been an All Star since it was been 3 years since he was an All Star. So like realistically, the expectation, the bar is low. You heard it 6 6 and 6 last year. So if he gets it up to like 14, I don't know, 11 and 7, like bro, which is like crazy,
I just
like
can't see
everybody's
Ben
like,
winning it.
wow, like I'm not.
But
I can't see it.
you know
But the
what my
Yeah.
narrative.
problem
So
is
So
wait,
with
so so
that's a
so
key
Ben was
point though,
my.
Greg. The narrative. Yeah, the
So
narrative.
I was
Right.
gonna
but
say
y'all can
Yeah.
factor in.
Ben was my original pick. Ben was my original pick, but then I was like, so I mean I'll leave it there. But the other person I was thinking about was Austin Reeves. I
Austin
think
Reeves. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think, yeah, I think with Austin Reeves, I think eventually, like they trust him a lot with the offense. He kind of came on strong towards the end of the year, and then he kind of carried that into the playoffs. I think he's gonna be the number 3 on the team, which is like what he assimilated to, but that wasn't the role that he had for the majority of last season in the regular season. So I think his regular season stats are gonna benefit from him assuming that third score. And you feel me? He gonna be in most improved player talks for sure.
That's fair.
And getting cooked too, for sure.
That's fair. Listen, you guys. Listen, we'll end off episode 136. This is a phenomenal episode. Hopefully the fans enjoy this episode as much as we enjoyed recording this episode and putting this out for you guys. Like Kyrie said, leave a like, subscribe, and comment. Turn on the post notifications. You can be informed and, tune in with whatever episode we drop. So just be on the lookout. Football episode, basketball episode, and the baseball episode is in the works. So don't be on the lookout. Pay attention to it. Wrestling is on the way too. So just be on the lookout. We're diverse. We cover all the sports you want to talk about. We cover most of it. So just give us a follow, spread the word, and most importantly, leave a like, subscribe, and comment. We really appreciate it. We're 150 subscribers. We've been going up every single week. We appreciate the streams. Our top 10 episodes have been recent episodes. We get like at least, 100 plays or more. So we just grateful, appreciate it, and, it motivates us to keep going. So thanks a lot, guys. Enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy the sports season. Football and basketball is back, man.